and welcome back to Dicebreaker, where today we are playing a very spooky and scary Halloween RPG. Well, it's not a Halloween RPG, but it's an RPG. It's 10 Candles.
It's
also,
perfect for Halloween.
It's perfect for Halloween.
Said
Whoa.
Wheels coming into the room.
Here he comes, look.
Very cramped.
Whoa, yeah, a little bit,
Apparating into the room
Ah,
like a spirit.
Oh, I don't like how it kind of makes you look like an animatronic when you're doing that, so it is quite spooky. Oh no. Well,
It is
no.
a robot. That's quite scary.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, right. That was out of frame. Okay, right.
Okay, hi everyone, hello. It's us, it's Alex Meehan.
Hello.
Wheels.
Hello.
That's Olivia, hi.
It's Liv, yeah.
Liv's got an adorable cape on for our
Yes.
spooky, scary stream.
It's a spooky
I think
Dracula cape.
we've got room a little bit this way, me.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I assumed we'd be more cramped than we are, so it's all good.
Yeah.
We are here in the spooky version of the Dicebreaker studio.
We're in hell.
We're in hell. Thanks, Meehan.
The studio fell into hell.
Rescue us.
We've got a message from Josh Bunton, who has now become a 4-month Dicebreaker Plus VIP.
Whoa.
Who says, "Good afternoon, Dicebreaker friendos. We have spoiled chat with 10 candles for our 4-month anniversary." It's beautiful. Immediately. If you have watched this channel long enough, you have probably heard me talk about 10 Candles. It's one of my absolute favourite RPGs of all time. We are going to do a slightly less amazing version because we're in a studio with a fire alarm.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we can't use real candles.
Right, yeah.
We can't burn stuff.
We can't.
No.
So instead,
You were told explicitly today you definitely cannot burn stuff.
we've got these adorable
Yeah.
little fake candles that we drew on pieces of paper,
Yep.
which we are going to be crunching up and throwing away whenever we extinguish them.
Yeah.
Symbolic burning.
Exactly,
exactly.
symbolic burning. Second reason this is going to be less exciting. Well, not less exciting, probably more exciting. The second reason this is going to be different from usual is that we've only got 2 hours, and usually when I run this, it takes about 3 or 4. So
I'll do
every
it.
single time you fail, normally we would extinguish 1 candle. I'm going to be extinguishing 2. So it's effectively 5 candles, which is terrifying. So, here is an introduction for all of you who have never played before. In the center of the table, we have 10 6-sided dice of a single color. We've picked green for your bog standard color. And then you have 2 dice, or rather...
6,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Well, you're going to be looking for those.
Oh.
Sorry, I've ruined one.
Oh, you have?
Then we're also going to have 1 dice per player in a different colour. These are called hope dice. They're very important. You do not own them yet, so
they're
they're going to sit over
gold.
there.
They
They
look
are
like-
gold and yellow, or piss.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
I guess.
So the way this game works is, as we start, we are going to have 10 candles and therefore 10 dice. With every candle that gets extinguished, you lose 1 of your d6 for the rest of the game. Whenever you try to do something, you'll pick up the shared pool of dice. You will roll them all. And you need at least, that's a terrible roll, because you need at
Get
least
them out.
1 6 to succeed. That's all you need.
Awful. Okay,
Just
yeah.
1 6. Now, if you don't get a 6, which that's where we were at, that means you fail. We will extinguish 1, or in this case 2 of the candles, and we will carry on with the game with less chances of you succeeding, and we will also sort of have a bit of a jump in the story, and we will do what's called establishing truths. So we're going to go around in a circle, and we're going to do a little ritual.
Tell a secret.
Sort of, but everyone knows it.
Okay.
We're going to do like a little ritual, and I'm going to go, these things are true. 1, the world is dark. And then we'll go 2, and Liv gets to say something. 3, and me gets to say something. These can be
Meehan's
as...
makeup is on point.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
Sorry.
they'd be in game. So
Okay.
it would be...
You can't just say Pepsi Max is delicious.
Pepsi Max
So
is
it'd be
delicious.
Georgie Skip's makeup is on point.
Georgie
theoretically.
Skip's makeup is on point, sorry.
We'll get to your
I don't know
characters
who.
in
I
a
don't
second.
know. Yeah, I don't know who Georgie Skips is.
Well, we'll find out soon.
You should.
You probably should. Is that not what it says? That's your
I
character.
don't know
isn't
who
it?
this person is.
Georgie Skips is your character. It says it right here.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Ian?
He's so serious.
What's going on?
I'm just
Meehan's being
messing.
possessed.
I'm just messing
Oh
with you.
dear.
So, we'll talk about our characters in a second. But the way it works is we'll establish the truths and then we'll go through each scene. Every scene basically has like a small time jump in the middle of it, and those truths are basically you saying what's happened in the go between. So it could be something as small as we hear sounds in events or something like that, or it could be something as big as Georgie sprained his ankle. You know, like something really bad. The main thing to remember here is 10 Candles is called a tragic horror RPG.
It is, yes.
That being the reason for we all die at the end.
Oh no! Question Wills.
Yes.
If we die in the game, do we die in real life?
Yes. So, so thanks for watching Dicebreaker, everyone.
It was in the name the whole time, Dicebreaker.
Yeah, there's just a C halfway through it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, bear that in mind. Your characters will end in death.
Aww.
So use that to facilitate them having one last epic story. Okay?
Is the afterlife an option?
We don't know.
Okay, that's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed.
Heaven not
'cause
confirmed.
We're playing in a real world scenario in the near future, so
Okay.
you know. We have a super chat from Brent Dreyer who says, "So you lose a candle when something bad happens? Is this a Dark Pictures anthology spin-off?" No, because it came out before the Dark Pictures anthology. So stick that in your TTRPG pipe and smoke it.
But also, thank you
Which
for
one
the
is
super
that
chat.
one from?
That's
Is that the new
Man
one?
of Medan and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, like a.
No. I know Man of Medan, but like I don't remember Candles being in there.
I guess that's like a mechanic. I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, we got players. We've got limited time.
We do have a limited time. So, I'm going to introduce the scenario, then we will introduce our characters. You guys have already heard this before because we talked about it so that you guys knew what we were playing, but this is for the benefit of the people at home. I will do a dramatic reading now.
Okay.
Me and I will be using this
I'm
microphone
Okay,
here
yeah,
on your
I'm
shoulder.
Mine's poised.
I'm now imagining what you're talking about. Okay.
Half a year ago, a pure black shadow began to form on the sun. An unexplainable energy eclipsing half of the earth into an impenetrable darkness. The world went into a panic. The shadow continued to grow. A team of the greatest minds in the scientific field, including yourselves, were gathered to find an answer. 4 months ago, unusual energy readings from the moon's surface, matching those being emitted from the sun, prompted a desperate lunar excursion. You were selected as part of the group. No expense was spared in building the research facility, but its hurried construction is plain to see. Conditions are cramped and bare, the walls a mess of electricals and piping. 1 month ago, the artifact was found under the rocky surface that masked the origin point of the energy readings. The dig site formed around it became the center of your facility's research, though access restricted to those in charge. You have not seen what has been found, but rumors have spread throughout the dormitories of black metal, a structure beyond human understanding. 5 minutes ago, something went out. Some explosion or seismic event. The entire facility shook. The lights went out. Power switched to emergency backup generators, and for a full 5 minutes your ears were assaulted with sirens, screams, and the metallic groaning of a structure under immense distress. Then, silence.
Whoa!
Except for that.
I'm too spooked right now.
Let's introduce...
I'm not even started playing!
I know. Let's introduce your characters. Liv?
Me? Okay. Do I have to do my vices and stuff?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Vice and virtue, you probably tell us.
Okay.
Because it gives us a good idea of your kind of character. But read out your little pitch that you made.
All right then. My name is Darcy Calhoun. I'm a level-headed pilot who only pays attention to the hot members of the base. Because my vice is that I'm shallow, and my virtue is that I'm rational.
Okay.
I thought that I was going to have my own virtue, which I wrote down, but Meehan has that instead.
Yes. Here's the fun thing about the 10 Candles. You pass each other character traits.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll find out what Liv wrote
Yeah.
as Meehan introduces her character. What's your pronouns for Darcy?
She, her.
She, her.
Yeah. My character is Georgie Skips. He is a 45-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
He wears a tracksuit with a lab coat over it because he's a scientist.
I'm a scientist too, but I also fly.
I'm a flying
I'm a scientist.
Sorry, carry on, man.
You're a flying scientist.
Scientist.
Georgie Skips loves delicious carbonated space soft drink.
Mm-hmm.
And
presumably prawn cocktail flavoured crisps.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Skips specifically.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And his dream is to go to the moon, so he's already achieved his dream.
He's peaked.
He's in
Oh,
peak
wow.
condition and peak
Or,
life.
well, he was. And now he
Now.
finds himself in the dreaded aftermath of your fun lunar trip.
Yeah. And the thing about Georgie is that
Is this your arranged stack of things?
I
What
made
is
a
it?
mess. Yeah. Oh no.
No, not
That's
that.
not it.
Nope.
No, that's on the bottom.
Yep.
This
Put that on
is
the
why
okay.
we put the ones
Oh
on
no.
top. Okay, well now you don't know what they say.
No.
Here you go.
Oh, man.
What's happening?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's fine.
Tell us.
I don't understand what the problem is.
Tell us.
My
You want to make a face-up stack, basically.
oh, face up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't specified that. Right.
Like this.
Okay.
Carry on.
Georgie is a thrill seeker.
Uh-huh.
That's his vice. And his virtue is that he's, quote, fast.
Fast. That was Liv's big virtue.
Yeah.
I wanted
Liv's
him to
big
be fast.
virtue.
It's very important for horror. You gotta be
Liv's
fast.
big virtue is fast.
So, here we go. Mm-hmm. As I said, the way this game works, you've got 10 dice, you're looking for 6s to succeed. I'm just going to make sure that we do have 10. I haven't miscounted. Yes, we do. And we're going to kick things off with what I just described. You are currently in your dormitory.
Yeah.
You two are bunkmates.
Oh, wow, great.
You were off shift, basically. You were trying to get some sleep.
Oh.
And then you were woken by the horrible screaming and screeching of the bass. And then, silence. You now find yourselves bathed in emergency red light, wondering what the hell just happened.
Georgie, are you there? Oh, wait, I can see you.
I need to get this out. Just let me get this out of my system.
The hysteria has already set in, Georgie.
Just 20 seconds.
I was
Okay.
like, guys, we're going to play
Yeah, it's
one of my
very
favourite
serious.
horror RPGs.
Look-
It's going to be really spooky. And they were like, I'm fast.
Oh, also, Wheels was like, I need you all both to write down advice, and we were both at the same time like, Miami.
Yeah, I'm all right. I don't quite know what's going on. What? Is there? I can't hear a damn thing.
No, it's gone completely silent. Okay, let's come up with a
I
plan.
mean, I don't know about you, but I can hear a lot of sirens right now.
Sirens have stopped.
They've stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't
was-
hear anything.
No,
That's
so-
ringing in your ear.
There have been emergency situations like this before when there was like a breach in one of the walls. And you saw the same thing. The whole base got flooded in red light. There were sirens. You heard a kerfuffle. You weren't near enough to see what actually happened. But after they patched up the breach, the red light ceased. The sirens stopped. And there was a tannoy announcement saying the doors will now depressurized. Everything is fine. Go back to your
Okay,
to
so
your
we've
work.
not heard this.
You've not heard any of that, and for some reason everything's still red, but the sirens have stopped.
Okay, so the lights are off. It's just red.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have... We're scientists, yes. We don't have weapons.
You have, and this is a rule in 10 Candles, you have whatever is in your pockets.
Oh.
Okay, so Georgie's pocket, he's got a bag of skips.
No, me in your pockets.
My pocket.
Oh.
Yeah, if you have any.
A mic?
That's
Okay, well,
not
not the
fair. I'm wearing a skirt.
Well, I'm sorry, you've got nothing then.
I can't believe this.
This is not
I
cool.
thought it was Georgie's pocket.
No.
Okay,
I guess
well,
Your
Georgie-
pockets, Georgie's pockets. are the
Georgie
same
doesn't
pocket.
have
What about phones? We have phones.
Do you have a phone?
moon phones.
What's there?
It's not in your pocket.
That's not fair, Wheels.
Okay, it's fine.
alright,
we
whatever.
I don't know if phones work on the moon. I'm not sure if they figured that one out yet.
don't.
fine. We don't have anything in our pockets. That's
Okay,
fine.
fine.
Georgie's in his pajamas.
Okay. Darcy's always ready and is therefore fully dressed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think she's going to get up and she's going to maybe suggest to Georgie that we peek outside and see if there's anyone running around or anything. nearby.
Sure. Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Cool. I would like to take a little.
You want to open the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to do our first challenge of the day.
Oh.
So you are going to pick up all of these green dice, Liv.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Keep them in the box. so
That
people
counts
at
as a
home-
6.
Well, it doesn't.
Okay.
It is a 6, but you haven't rolled it, so it's irrelevant.
I roll.
You're going to roll all of them into the box.
6.
That is
6.
multiple 6s. So you have succeeded, and now here's the thing I didn't tell you. Every single one gets taken out until the next scene. Now you have within your character stacks a vice and a virtue.
Yeah.
The way that they work is you can burn them. For us, we're going to crumple them up and throw them at the other side of the room. You can burn them in exchange for re-rolling every one that you've just rolled. You might do that because you didn't get a 6, or you might do that because you're about to lose half of your dice pool. It's up to you. But you have to use that before you can use the next thing in your stack.
Okay.
And whenever you use something, you use the prompt that it gives you to help with the narrative. So if you were to use your shallow vice, you might, I'm going to look out for myself because actually I don't care about friends. So I'm just going to see if I can get out of here or whatever.
Okay.
As an example. If you're fast virtue, maybe you've got fast hands. You find the door was jammed, but you managed to tweak it or something like that. Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
So, up to you if you want to affect those, but you have succeeded.
What do you think?
I think just keep going.
Yeah, I think keep going, yeah.
Okay, we're going to take those out and
Bye,
Liv,
ones.
you are going to tell me what you see.
Okay.
Because this is a collaborative experience.
Oh, wonderful, all right.
So what happens?
I think everything is still bathed in red out here in this long hallway. And I think it's I think all I see I don't think I see much, but I think I hear in the distance just kind of like somebody
Someone's moving.
some more metal clanging of the footsteps
Okay.
running.
You following suit? You coming out into the hallway?
Oh wait, so you've come out into the hallway.
I've just kind of opened it a smidge.
You've opened it a smidge.
You
So,
saw us
look.
peeking out there?
Yeah.
Okay,
so Darcy's not in the hallway yet.
Not yet.
Georgie's going to say, what do you see out there? Anyone?
I don't see anyone, but I think I can hear something.
Do you want to maybe call out?
No.
No.
No, I don't want. If there's something wrong going on, I don't want to let anyone know that we're here.
No, you don't want us to get some help then.
I don't think there's help here. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling.
A bad feeling. Well, I'm gonna. I don't know about you, but I think strength in numbers. So Georgie's gonna try and just open the door fully and go out into the hallway.
I hide.
But you're not stopping them?
No.
Okay. Right,
Okay,
cool.
yeah. Georgie's gonna open the door, go out into the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in a sort of long hallway. This is like the dormitory area. From what you can tell, I mean, most of the doors into people's rooms are open. You don't really have many personal effects in this place. It's quite sort of stark. And, most of the beds are empty from what you can tell. There's one door that's locked at the end of the corridor, which just sort of ends in a dead end.
Right.
But as it comes off onto the other side of the corridor, you go into the laboratory areas and the mess hall and the gym and all that kind of thing. You've been here now for a couple of weeks at least.
Oh, weeks. Okay.
So when it comes to the sort of layout of the base, you know what's going on, but the eerie red light is kind of skewing your perception of it.
Yeah, I think Georgie's just gonna yell out, just be like, "Is anyone there? Hello? Does anyone know what's going on?"
Roll some dice for me, man.
Yeah, I'll do that. You don't scare me.
You scare me. You do. You do.
I don't know where to put my arms. We're so tightly. That's two sixes.
Okay, and just one.
2 6s and a 1. Again, you can re-roll that one if you want, but it's kind of
It's only one.
useless.
That's not that
For now.
bad.
I think I'm going to try and put it, is it this one? So that people can see how many ones have been taken out. So what happens?
Yeah. Well, it's a success. So I think someone answers back.
Mhm.
I think a voice comes back to Georgie and says, "Is that you, Georgie? Are you okay?"
Who is this person?
I'm gonna say it's Betty.
Betty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Betty is one of the other scientists.
Uh-huh. What's her specialist field?
She is a microbiologist.
Got it. Yeah, she's sporting like a messy bun right now. Her hair's quite frizzy, so it's sort of like poking out at points in sort of tight coils. And she sort of like rounds the corner and she's like pushing her glasses up her nose, and she looks frazzled. She's like a little bit anxious, panicking a bit. And she says, what was the accent again?
Just
hello.
Yeah, just my voice. So let's hear you do that then.
Georgie, help! I think we're stuck.
All right, hang on. And Georgie turns to Darcy and says, "You gonna come help?
What do you want me to do?
Come help them. They're stuck somewhere."
You go first.
For a captain, you're really... I'd expect you to have a bit more gumption.
Not very decisive.
I'm being rational. I'm letting somebody else go first, because I'm also shallow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Georgie's not scared.
So as you get closer, you can hear a bit of whimpering behind the person you've already seen. There's obviously someone else in the room with them. And as you get closer, you can tell that they're kind of leaning over something to talk to you. And as you get closer, they step back into the room.
Yeah.
And it was Betty, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she says, I don't know what this is, but it's leaking out of the pipes. And there is this weird black liquid that is pouring out of one of what should be a water pipe, and is kind of dividing you and the two people that you've just found, because it's sort of blocking off the door. It's just wide enough that you'd have to jump over it. And they are being very cautious about it. They don't want to touch it.
Okay.
They've heard tales of what is happening right now down on Earth. Because ever since the sun went out, people have been seeing strange things in the darkness.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Geordie's got up there and he sees this and he's like, "You're right in there. Anyone been contaminated or?"
Well, he touched it, and now
Who touched it?
she's pointing to the corner of the room. There's this like small little ginger person, and they're kind of like just fetal positioning right now, but like leaning up against the wall, and they've got like this black mark on their hand, and they're just sort of rocking, and they're like, I didn't mean to. It poured out, and it's stinging, and I don't know what to do.
Can I look around for any kind of like med kit thing?
Do you want to roll the dice?
I guess.
I guess if I
guess
have to.
I will do it.
Whenever something is uncertain or dangerous, we will roll the dice to find out what happens.
6.
There's another 6.
And a 1.
And another 1 gone.
Oh no.
So these dice will come back, but with every 2 candles, because obviously we're doing the fast version. With every 2 candles you lose that many dice as well for the next scene. So what happens? You look around for a med pack.
Yeah, I think that I I overhear what's going on, and then I'm going to, gonna take a look around to see if there are any threats, but to also look for a med pack and see if there's anything that might be able to kind of patch up his wound. I think I do find one because it's a spaceship, and there's going to be all sorts of like contamination things.
What kind of conditions are it in?
I think, well, as this has been hastily put together, but you said no expense has been spared, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they've got a bunch of really good
Okay.
med packs and like contamination stations. Well, not actually, just med packs. yeah.
There might be contamination stations in the scientific area, but maybe not just in the general quarters.
Yeah.
So you grab that, you come back with it. What do you do next?
Hey kid, you okay? All right. Okay. I'm gonna try and see if this can be cleaned away in any way. I'm gonna hand them like a wipe or something from the med pack and be like,
bear in mind that you've got this kind of miniature moat between you.
Yeah.
oh,
Whatever this
they're
across.
over there. Okay.
So they're in one of the dormitories.
Okay.
And the door is kind of blocked off because you can just walk through the door, but there is this big puddle of this black goo.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to spare the moment, take something from there that I don't need to use right now, and throw it into the goop and see what happens.
What are you throwing in?
Pack of plasters.
Alcohol.
Pack of plasters, just your regular old band-aids.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think we'll need those. Oh.
I hope they haven't got dinosaurs on them. Great.
Oh.
I will just say, whenever you roll the dice and you get a 6, you're in control of what happens. But remember, we're telling a horror story, we're telling a tragic story. Okay, no 6s. You have 2 1s. If you wanted to, you could re-roll them, but it's up to you, whether or not you think it's worth it.
It's the black sludge, right? Like, that seems important.
Yeah, but also the only way you can re-roll them is by using your vice.
Which
you've got to
is-
think whether that's actually relevant to the situation.
You can make it relevant.
Yeah,
Okay.
to an
But,
extent.
I mean,
It's not like a skill. It's more like, I'm going to burn this and then I'm going to make it part of the narrative.
Yeah.
It's your vice shining through rather than
Okay.
using your skills as being...
If you
shallow
wanted
or
to re-roll it, you could maybe someone across that river is someone you're particularly shallow about.
yes. Well, so it's just, as far as we know, it's just the one person through there?
No, there's multiple.
2 people, but one's been touched by the black.
Okay. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll burn my shallow vice then.
Throw it right at the camera.
Do it.
Awful.
My shallow vice takes the form of like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to, reach out for this kid or anything, but then all of a sudden Hope pops out from behind.
Who's Hope?
Hope is my love interest.
Don't introduce a new character right in the middle of them.
What?
I'm shallow, you told me. But yeah, the person of interest is Hope. And she pops out from behind a bed or something and it's like...
Oh, she's here. She's just here.
She's in the
Yeah.
dormitory. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'm very much interested then in actually trying to help this kid.
Okay.
Because you want to look good in front of her.
In front of Hope, yeah.
Okay,
All
fair
right.
enough.
Okay. Reroll your ones.
Hey!
That is a 6.
Hope springs eternal.
All right. So there are 3 people, it turns out, in this room.
Wow, who knew?
And you drop some plasters into this strange liquid. What happens?
It's a horror thing. So I think it's going to just kind of like bubble over it and turn it into mulch.
Okay.
Like acid.
So it
like
consumes
acid.
it.
Yeah, like acid. Then there's like a little bit of smoke that rises up.
Okay.
I think you hear Georgie go, bloody hell.
Bloody hell, indeed, Georgie.
Describe Hope to us. What's Hope like?
Hope
hang on.
is ethereal.
Oh, ethereal.
Yeah, just ethereal.
A ghost?
No, ethereally beautiful.
Ghost?
Oh, ethereally beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, but
She's
also
like
like,
elfin.
yeah, like elven, but
Anna
like.
Taylor-Joy.
Oh,
No,
yeah. Oh, come on.
Nah, this lady's got dark skin. She's got dreads. She's like cool as hell, but also just like hello.
Oh, she's wayfish,
Yeah.
but she's cool as hell.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm writing all this down.
she's just like she's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
But she's also
yeah,
doing this
Ethereal.
all.
yeah. She doesn't give a
Like Kate
a
Bush,
heck.
basically.
Yeah, why not?
It was only a matter of time, wasn't it?
Kate Bush does that.
So, Hope pops down from one of the bunkers. Bunks? Bunk beds. That's the
Bunk
one.
beds.
Not the bunkers.
No.
Which are obviously in the war part of the moon.
Yeah.
The wound. I knew it was going to
Careful.
gross you out.
So, she pops up and she's like, what does she sound like?
Hey.
Hey,
I really like it.
we need to stop pissing around and get out of here, because this stuff is obviously dangerous. And I'm very cool. And she like looks around the room. She's quite sort of,
Yeah.
quick to action. She's, she's like
Even though
decisive.
she's been lying in bed this entire time.
Well, maybe she was avoiding the goop.
Yeah, okay.
So she jumps down from her safe position, and she starts tugging the bunk bed off of the wall.
What are you doing?
Just trust me. And then she pulls
Okay.
it down and plonks it down onto the ground, sort of covering the black goop. And it starts to melt away at
Whoa.
it, but it gives them just enough time to run across.
I help them across.
Yeah, you're pulling them out of the room, and then as you look behind you, it's like the bed is literally like sizzling away. It's like
Question.
acid.
Do you help the person with the goopy hand?
Like as an afterthought, yeah.
Oh, wow.
What if they reach out with their goofy hand?
Yeah, with the
No.
goopy hand.
I know. I'm like after you.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Liv.
It's covered in goop.
So a few things immediately strike you as strange, as the hyper-intelligent scientists that have been sent to the moon.
Yep.
How is this person's hand not burning off?
Yeah.
All right.
What's going on with that? Where did this liquid come from, for the first place? And what is it? But all questions you'll have to answer in time to come. So you're standing outside of the dormitories. You have a new group of you now. So there is now 5 of you, not 4. There's yourselves, there's Hope, there's Betty, and you learn that the final person's name is
Lewis.
Eve.
Eve. Okay.
Lewis, Eve. Eve, Lewis.
Louise.
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 It's a conjunction of Louise and Eve.
Cool. All right.
And they are looking like they are sweating. They're looking nervous. They're looking scared. They are looking like they just want this all to be over.
Yeah, I mean, you would if you had goopy hand.
I would. It's not fun having goopy hands. What are you doing?
I think Georgie says, now I'm glad you all made it over, but do not touch that person's hand. Sorry, what's your name?
Louise. I'm
Alright.
gonna regret that.
Good, you did it.
Listen, Louise. I'm just going to lay it out straight for you. You right now are a danger to all of us. But also understand you're going to be very scared right now. I'm going to try and help you through this. But something you need to realise is that you can't touch us with that hand of yours.
Okay. They're not really taking their eyes off it. Like, I think for a brief second, you look back like a couple of seconds later, and it's like, has it grown?
I think the best thing we can do is try and get that contained somehow.
Okay, well, what's the plan? Where are we going? What are we doing? Let's stop talking while this thing is spreading all over their hand.
Oh, we got to go to the lab?
I'm gonna whisper into Georgie's ear.
Yep.
We should cut it off.
You're right, the lab. Maybe they were doing some kind of experiment and they got into the water pipes. Maybe we can find more out there. You know what? Follow me, says Hope.
Oh, wow. Hope, go on.
I'm like, okay.
I mean,
Like whatever.
and she starts leading you up to the laboratory doors, ones that you're very familiar with. Usually they're wide open because people are going in and out all the time, but for some reason the blast doors have been shut.
All right.
And there's, again, red light just flashing everywhere.
Is there like a keypad next to it?
Yes.
George is going to go up to the keypad.
You're just going to use your regular old code
Yeah,
that you're used to
using
using.
my regular, his
Just
regular
your
code.
regular old code that everyone knows. All
Yeah.
the people on the science team know the
Yeah,
code.
we all know the code.
It's a 5-number code.
5-digit code,
Yeah.
yeah. It's gonna be 34433 is the code.
43433.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's happened?
Oh no.
You'll have to find out in the next scene because that was a failed roll.
no!
We have had our first proper failure. There are no ones to re-roll. We are going to extinguish 2 of the candles.
Whoa!
I want to see that in the replay. How close did
Here
it
we
get?
go.
Oh, it was very dramatic.
Whoa!
Oh, that looks amazing.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
2 dice have been taken out of the game permanently. But what's this? Why is Wheels reaching out to grab them?
Wheels, why?
Oh no.
Oh.
Now I get to roll against you every single time you roll.
Oh!
That's right. I mean, what? That's going to
Oh,
sound
No.
Oh. Does that
If
happen now?
They roll more
Oh.
6s than you do. Even if you succeed, they take narrative control.
Oh.
So that's fun.
That's
So-
spooky. I like that.
Who is they, Wills?
Who could say?
Ah.
They're the antagonist in
Oh no,
yeah, 10
I'm
candles.
scared.
So we're going to now establish some truths. We have 8 candles remaining, which means we're going to establish 8 truths. The first one is always this. These things are true. The world is dark.
These things are true.
You don't have to say these
All right,
things. Kate.
fine.
I say these things are true. Technically, we all say the world is dark. But we'll do that next time. You didn't know that.
Okay.
So now you're going to do the second one.
Oh, okay. Louise is infected.
Georgie's hand is burned by the keypad exploding.
Oh, you typed in the explosion
Oh, no.
number, not the open the door
no.
number.
They're so similar.
Oh, gosh darn it.
The explosion of the keypad, for some reason, does something to the internal systems of the door and opens it, but inside is complete pitch blackness.
Me?
Yeah, we're going to carry on to 2d8.
A D8? What?
Until we do 8. Get that D&D crap out your mind, Liv. We're playing a proper RPG.
I didn't say D20. What do you want me to do?
So you're going to establish another truth.
Oh, another truth.
Yeah, no, we keep going until we've done the amount.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
All right, cool. Darcy isn't in love with Hope. Is just infatuated.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like you could have just clarified that one, but that's fine.
Okay, whatever.
That's right. And 7?
Okay, 7 is, okay, Betty falls over, grabs something for support, and it's Louise's hand.
Oh!
And the final truth is always, and we are alive on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3,
And we are alive.
Still.
For now.
For now.
Get me out of there! So does the truth need to be like a narrative, action-y thing?
It's always something that colours the next scene.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay,
you
I
say
was just-
something that has either happened or that you've noticed in the gap.
Okay.
Sorry, I might not have explained it very well.
No, that's good.
And you're then just like giving more depth to what's happened, right? So
Okay.
it could be this thing has happened. But it could also be like setting an atmosphere for the new space you're in.
Okay.
Maybe it could be a complete time skip, like it's been 4 hours.
Oh.
We've arrived at, etc.
Okay,
So you
right.
can, you can
so
do whatever
it's-
you want with it as long as you're furthering the story.
Okay,
Because
right.
A failure assumes that something bad has happened.
Yes.
Or even more than one thing.
So I was thinking of it as like truths as like what is the truth as opposed to like what's happening in the next
it's
scene.
not literal.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
say establishing truth, it's more say something that's relevant to the
Okay,
story,
okay, cool.
you know?
Gotcha.
So,
Pete, but Lazy Boy asks, why do we have an explode your hand code?
it's not an explode your hand code, it's
no.
an explode the keypad code.
It's not.
Never worked in a lab before.
I was imagining that it was not a specific code that you put into the keypad.
No, it's more the...
It's that there was a
It was
malfunction. or
yeah,
something.
something bad happened and it exploded. The door has opened though, and you find yourself in the pitch black laboratory. And as Betty is off kilter from the explosion of the keypad, less of an explosion, more of like a, you know, like a electrical
like a
fire.
like not like a fuel explosion.
Whatever
more
the
like
code
a
was,
sort
it
of
does
electricity.
spell out boom.
With 4s and 3s.
Yeah.
Betty puts her hand against the door
Yeah.
for support after tripping. It opens suddenly, and she grabs out at the hand, like you said, of Louise.
Louise, yes.
There is a split second where you see her eyes just widen as she realizes what she's done. And as her hand opens, it's almost in slow motion. Her hands open, you see a black stain, and she falls into the darkness of the lab.
Oh no! I think
Betty!
Georgie just goes, Jesus Christ! He's holding his hand. Oh God, what the hell happened there? What's going on?
What did you do, Georgie?
I just entered in the code as normal, the normal code we always use.
434333?
Yes! It exploded on me. It opened. Where's Betty?
Betty fell through.
What?
Betty's in there.
Oh, okay. Betty, are you all right?
Betty!
It is dark, and she doesn't seem to be responding. Your calls echo through the room.
Oh, we gotta go in there.
I don't think we should go in there.
We gotta help her.
I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Okay, who wants to come and help me get Betty?
You're right, we should be going in, says Hope.
Well, we got two
what's
of us.
that? You've given me a love interest that I can drag you along with, Liv.
God.
How much do you want to
Try and
impress
derail
her?
this love story.
Try and avoid first.
We shouldn't go in there without proper equipment.
Okay, you're
I
right.
go and grab an axe.
An axe?
Yeah.
Well, like a fire axe?
Yeah.
You're trying to find like a emergency fire station.
Yeah. No.
Why an axe?
Because she wants to chop off Louise's arm.
And Betty's as well now.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
bad start,
Oh,
isn't it?
there are a
Ready.
few ones in
We've
there,
got
though.
no sixes, but 4 ones. And then I'm also going to roll some dice.
Oh,
I have a 6. So,
This is the very bad roll.
no. Yeah, it is.
you can either burn your virtue, your rational virtue, and try and find a 6 in the 4 ones, or you fail. In which case, we're going to extinguish 2 more candles.
That doesn't seem like a good thing to do. No.
I mean, I would say in this moment it feels like you're doing a very rational thing,
Yeah, it was already rational to begin with, to be fair.
which is to search for equipment, something you use.
Okay, well, I will burn it and I will look for other things that will help us in this dark and scary room.
Whoa!
Ooh, that was closer. You're getting there.
Thank you.
Eventually, you'll knock the camera over.
With a piece of paper!
Never know how
I'm very
Those are
strong.
powerful throws. You see the speed
Yeah,
of that?
that's
paper
fair,
ball?
yeah.
Right, reroll your ones, Liv.
Alrighty
Right, come
then,
on, there's
thank
4
you.
of them. You've got to get more than 1 6.
I'll try. Can I take
No
those
pressure.
out? Is that
I'm
okay?
just gonna hold
Okay,
them.
fine. That's 6!
That is a 6. You did the fail
Yeah,
noise,
why
but
would
there
you do
was a
that?
6.
I thought you had to roll more than a 6 than you.
This is just for narrative control, not for success.
Okay.
Don't worry. And I need to roll. I need to roll more. Not gonna roll.
Okay.
So you
Lovely.
now get to tell us what happens
Okay,
with a rational 10.
with a rational tinge. Okay, yeah, I go into full survival mode, I think, and I'm going to grab anything that might be good in this situation, like flashlights that are especially made that they don't blow things up, and like fire axes they use as weapons, and like a rope to like tie around people to make sure if we go into a place we're all tied together.
Okay.
And so that we can, we're attached to each other.
I think the others in the group, speak for yourself, Georgie, but I think the others in the group are a bit skeptical. They're like, why are you giving us weapons? Like, what are we
Yeah.
supposed to do with
Geor-
these? We don't even know
Georgie
what's happening.
Looks at the knife you give him.
A knife!
A knife. Why are you giving us weapons? We're not going out to war. We're going to help someone.
We're not on the war part of the moon.
No, this is the war part of the
This is the
moon.
science part of the moon.
Ah, yes, the science part. Look, I just think it's better to be safe than sorry. We don't know what's out there. We may as well be prepared. If we don't need to use it, then great. But if we do, we've got it there.
Well, okay. I suppose I could use this knife for other uses as well. Right. Are we now ready?
Chopping off Louise's arm.
Sorry, what? What are you saying?
Just seeding it.
Yeah.
How many flashlights are there?
I rolled 1 6, so I'm going to say there's like 2. Random tomorrow?
Who's getting them?
I mean, Darcy, presumably.
Yeah, I am getting one.
Hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just screw yourself, Georgie.
Well,
Right.
I'm not a hot, cool lady.
I mean,
so.
no, you do have to be. You are hot though, because otherwise Darcy wouldn't associate with you. Because
Oh, so
she's shallow.
Geordie, the 45-year-old man who wears tracksuits.
Yeah.
He's not
He's
sexy
the
enough.
silver fox. I
Yeah,
imagine.
no, he's got like a whole salt and pepper thing going on.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a silver fox embroidered on his tracksuit. Okay, so you've got your flashlights, you've got your gear. All right, so we're going to say you've got rope, a fire axe, a knife.
Okay.
Sound good?
Right. Okay.
Shit, and flashlights.
Yeah, and you've kind of exhausted the resources in this place.
Very fine.
Clicking on your flashlights, have a look.
Doesn't go through, does it?
It's not going through as much as you thought it would. It's making light. Like you are able to see the spot where Betty would have fallen. She's gone. You can see tables and like light bouncing off the glass beakers and things like that where experiments have been done. But it does just seem to stop halfway through the room. Like there are just certain like distances that the light just will not travel in this strange blackness.
So you've gone in first into the lab.
No.
Just fine. Just
It's on the outside.
show them the light.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
Geordie says, "You're going in then. You got the light. I can't go in."
I'm just having a look first, Georgie.
Yep, you've looked.
Yeah.
Hope
Here's
is
the
like,
thing.
Where's Betty?
I don't know. I can't see.
She's not
Betty.
there.
Betty!
No.
Betty!
I'm pointing at it. You can see.
Betty!
Come next to me.
There's no response. Louise is starting to cry.
Okay,
They are stressed.
Georgie's going to
They're
go
breaking
over
down a
to
bit.
Louise and see the state of the hand. It's gone. Yeah. Oh Christ! It moves. It goes further up. What the hell is this stuff? It's like it's alive or something. Can Georgie look at Louise's hand and use his scientific knowledge?
This is unlike anything you've ever seen
He
before.
just wouldn't know what the hell this is. Okay.
What the hell is this thing? That's the only thought you have. You know that you came here to discover the secret behind them, the strange force in the darkness that's been plaguing the world since the sun blotted out. You know that there was the artifact that got found. It might have something to do with that. But apart from that, you're in the dark. Literally and figuratively.
Georgie's going to rip off part of his cloak, his lab coat.
I still got the med kit.
Okay, he's gonna start doing that.
Minus one box of plasters.
Plasters. Yeah. I didn't think that was gonna help us. So yeah, I'll hand you some like a roll of bandages.
A what?
A roll of bandages.
Okay, a roll of bandages.
Uh-huh.
Georgie's gonna take them. Say thanks, and wrap up Louise's arm to try and cover the. Oh, but when he does this, he's gonna he's gonna have his hand that he uses to touch the infected
Nathaniel
area.
Levy makes a very good point. Gloves?
We didn't give him gloves.
No.
There's not gloves in the medi thing, presumably. I mean, there might be antiseptic
me.
gloves.
Some nitrile, perhaps.
Nitrile?
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know.
It's
either.
a glove material.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
know those blue ones we have in the office? They're nitrile.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sure. There's some
I
gloves.
mean, it's Liv. It's your medi kit.
Yeah, here you go. Gloves.
Oh, thank you.
Quickly take this.
Yep. Georgie puts the gloves on. Can't believe it. Go on, duh.
I see a 6.
Okay.
Two ones.
We're gonna have two ones.
Three ones.
Three ones. Oh, Lord.
Okay, so you have a single 6, 3 ones. I'm going to roll my dice. I've got no 6s.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Happy with that? Okay, so these get taken out.
3 ones.
Baby.
So we're down to 5 dice again. What happens?
Yeah, I think Georgie's aim is just to cover the area to prevent, Louis potentially infecting anyone else.
Yeah, at the very least they won't
It's not
touch.
going to treat it. It's just to cover it.
Okay, so yeah, you've wrapped the bandages up. It's pretty tightly wound all the way up to halfway down the forearm.
Yeah.
I think at that point, Hope is like, we're wasting enough time. I don't know where Betty is. Betty! She's still shouting his daughter.
Okay,
She starts to
okay.
walk in with the flashlight.
Oh no. Does Hope have any medical training?
Did you say what her speciality was?
We said she was a microbiologist.
No, that's Betty.
That's Betty.
That's Betty. Oh, this is Hope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Hope is. I didn't make the character.
No.
But that's against us, right?
Huh?
That's against us that you rolled.
No, I was saying a 6.
Oh.
Sorry, she's not medically trained.
Fine. It's a 5. She should at least be like a...
She's a neurologist. No.
Okay.
That's a doctor. Hold on. Thinking of specialties.
Cardiologist.
She's a geologist.
God. Geology, yeah.
Yeah.
We're on the
Fine.
moon. It's a big rock.
She loves it.
Yeah, she loves
She
it.
loves it.
She's had a great time.
She does.
Up until now,
Yeah.
everything was going really well.
Okay. Would I know how to make a tourniquet?
What, you mean like a... It's
No.
just a knot, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not medically trained either.
No. So
What
what?
are you trying
I
to stop?
thought a tourniquet was like,
To stop bleeding, isn't it?
yeah.
What are you trying
Why?
I'm just thinking about it for future.
to do? Are you
Why
trying
are you
to...
asking these
Are you
questions?
trying to cut the blood circulation off to the arm so you can chop it off? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I want to make sure that Louise doesn't bleed out, but I want to chop off the goo.
Okay.
Are you voicing these designs?
No, not at all.
Well, Georgie,
I-
seeing that you're quiet, goes to Hope and says, "Yes, I think we should go in there. It's a very good idea."
Hope is already walking in. I'd say like she's starting to disappear into the darkness. So follow her now, or she's
Yeah,
gone.
Georgie's
Wow.
going to follow her because he
Yeah,
hasn't got a flashlight.
I go in and I go in.
Reluctantly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start walking through the pitch black laboratories. You keep bumping into things. It's so hard to see. The lights and the torch are flickering every now and again. Like it's really, really difficult to make out what's directly in front of you. Every now and again, you'll just get the gleams of glass and metal. Scalpels, petri dishes, and those little plastic trays that you put samples in, things like that. And you keep sort of walking around and trying to spot something, and you just see a shoe sticking out from behind a desk, and everyone just sort of stops. I think Hope is like, "Betty, is that you?" And the foot inside the shoe just slowly starts to drag itself behind the desk out of view. And there's a pregnant pause where everyone is just like...
Did not want to
Maybe
go
she's crawling.
Maybe
Geordie's
she's
very
falling.
Betty,
I get my fire axe ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've got an accent.
Yeah.
look, let's not panic.
Georgie, I've had enough. Honestly, I've had enough of how you're like, oh, it's all cool. Oh, it's going to be fine. We are in a crisis. Crisis alert.
Yeah, which means we need to remain calm.
I am being rational, but also
Hope just sort
mad
of
at you.
whispered but loud goes, "Can you please shut up?" And you both look away from your argument and turn your heads, and you can see that her light is shining at what was the foot is now a hand that looks exactly like the one that you saw on your friend Louise. Like it is covered in this strange black goop. It's oddly reflective. Like the light seems to bounce off it, but it is just pitch black.
Christ.
And it's just sort of like very slowly just dragging itself.
Been infected as well. How did that happen? And Georgie looks over to see where Louise is.
Where is Louise?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why don't we roll the dice and find out?
Uh-oh.
Meehan, stop moving the dice box.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
in
having
the-
to
it's in the
reach it.
camera.
I know, I'm going to do
People need to
that.
see the dice.
Doom, doom, doom.
There is a single one that if you wanted to, you could reroll. Otherwise...
You haven't done any of yours.
well,
I know, but it seems like such a waste. It's like 1 in 6 chance.
Up to you.
Would you lose more dice though? It does become harder.
Have you done a crumple yet?
No.
No. Okay. You know what? Yeah.
It's up
Go
to you.
ahead. Liv's like, do it.
I mean, I just, I want to see what happens.
Okay. I mean, Geordie's fast.
George
Yeah.
is fast.
Fast on their feet, fast thinking,
Oh yeah.
fast hands.
Yeah. All of it.
Yeah.
Geordie.
fast.
Yeah. Thinks quickly
Okay.
as to
Fastly.
Yeah.
fastly as to where he remembers seeing Louise last time.
Crumple up. It's gone for good.
Do it.
Ooh, that was good. The goal is to hit the camera.
Great. Come on.
That's a 3.
No.
I kind
But
of
it's
knew
not
that
a
was
1.
going to happen.
You turn around
It's a roll. No.
to try and find Louise.
Sorry, you've
freeze.
rolled 3, 4, 3, 3, 3 again.
Not the explosion
It's a
code.
special number.
Yeah, you turn around to try and see where Louise was. You remember exactly where they were, and they have just vanished. There is a sort of open space where you remember them standing, and as you turn around, they are just gone. But what is much, much more terrifying is when you hear Hope go, start hyperventilating. As you turn back around, you see in the torchlight the hand that was dragging itself was not attached to anything, and is now dragging itself across the floor.
Yeah, that was better.
Not
That
bad.
was pretty good. Yeah.
These things are true. The world is
It's dark.
It was dark.
I'm going to start with Ian this time.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's think. The lights come back on.
Which lights?
The lights in the lab specifically come back on.
Okay. I'm going to start thinking about what you're about to see.
Darcy finds Louise and chops off their arm.
That's a very that's a lot.
I would say that's 2.
Fine. Darcy finds Louise. Okay.
Okay. And
We are
alive.
We are alive.
Oh, I thought there was more. Okay, yeah, because it's only 5.
Again, we are going 2 at a time, so
Yeah.
if this seems quick, it's because we're doing a stream version.
Okay.
There are now 5 dice remaining. Is that right?
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You tell us.
Well,
Have you put too many dice in?
no. I've been removing 2 each time. So how are we at 5 and not 6?
Yeah. So we should.
I don't know. Maybe you
just-
didn't
let's-
have enough.
No, we've got enough dice. Maybe
you
we
have
didn't
enough
have enough
I think we had
candles.
enough candles now.
Okay, that's fine. Let's pretend there are 6 candles.
Okay, six.
This is also now a candle.
Okay, wait. Okay. Throw that at the camera.
So we need one more tree because they only did 5.
Yes. Which
It's
would have
to me.
been me.
No,
No, because it.
Liv did it last.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I thought it. I
And
thought
then remove 2 for the start and finish.
Okay, what tree for you again?
When the lights come back on, you find Betty. Seemingly unharmed and very calm.
Okay.
And we are alive.
And we are alive.
Yeah.
So, as I said, the lights come back on, and the hand, you're all frozen, and the hand just sort of scuttles off like a little spider.
Ugh.
I think Georgie yelled. He sees the oh!
Louise has vanished, but Betty is now, like, literally directly opposite, just sort of staring at you. just completely calm and saying, "Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry, I must have given you such a fright. But everything's fine. I'm glad to see you're all okay. Where's Louise?"
I'm not there because I said I found Louise.
Well, you did say you found Louise.
I did.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a second.
Okay, right.
Georgie
Where's
says to
Louise?
Betty. Betty, we don't know. Sorry, they I saw them earlier. They were just there. Are you sure you're all right? You're
I'm fine.
acting very strange.
I'm fine.
You were in the. Did you see the hand that was?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a hand crawling around.
Betty sort of snuck her head over and looks confused for a second. Because you've walked off. For what purpose? Who knows? Probably because you saw a horrible hand thing.
I just noped out. I was like,
And what did you find?
Louise.
What state are they in?
I think that it's gone much further up the arm now. Like so much further that it's like
almost shoulder territory.
yeah, like it's pulsating. It's like yeah. I think also that they've probably fainted.
Yes. They are on the floor, white as a sheet.
Yeah.
They are breathing, but they are not conscious. And yeah, as you say, it's right up, and it seems to be moving faster. The quicker it grows, the faster it's exponential.
Yeah. Yep.
You are clutching onto your axe.
Do you think and Liv should chop off their arm?
Vote now on your
Vote
phone.
now.
Vote for one for chop.
Remember,
Two for
if
no.
you're watching this as a VOD, your votes will not be counted.
You may still be no. You won't be charged. No one's
You may
charged.
still be charged
No one's
because the phone line doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So if you've called somewhere else, that's on you.
Yeah. Call, what number is it? Three.
Call
3
0800. Yeah, 34433.
So you found Louise.
Yeah. I reckon I could save them if I chop off their
What are you doing
gosh
with them?
darn
Because
arm.
Georgie's not there. Georgie's
No, I know.
Betty.
Yeah.
So where are we right now in this narrative?
So you're in what's called Lab A.
Yep.
You're both on opposite sides of the room now.
Yep.
The place you come in is over here. This is where Betty is. They're sort of stood. She's sort of stood in front of the doors that lead into the rest of the complex. You can see a sign actually above her that says dig site, control room, security, like all of the sort of spaces, and they've all got like arrows and colours coded symbols to get you to where you need to go. The lights that have come on, they're still sort of flickering a bit. They're a bit pale. It seems like there's been some kind of a power shortage or something. Like things aren't really working as they're supposed to be. And Betty is just sort of, after staring at where Louise was, she's just slowly turned her head back to you and said, "What's the plan?"
I'm not quite sure at the moment, Betty. Can I just see? I saw that you touched Louise's hand.
"Yeah, you're right," says Hope. "How's your hand doing, Betty?"
Oh no.
Do they respond? Does she respond?
Betty holds her hand up and shows you that it's clean as a whistle.
God, how did you get it off? We need to help Louise if you know how.
I guess I was lucky. Perhaps we should go.
Go where, Betty? Where do you want to go?
Anywhere but here, it seems unsafe.
You're right. It does seem very unsafe here.
Oh, now you agree with Betty the robot, but you won't agree with Darcy the human.
Betty the robot? Who said
Yeah.
she was a robot?
Betty. Am I right?
Robo Betty, actually.
Betty.
Yeah, no. Georgie's just gonna back up towards Hope, where Hope is, and from the side of his mouth, he's gonna be like, "Hope,
Yeah.
something's not quite right here. I think."
No, something is very, very bad. I think we should get past. Hope turns to look at you, and she's like ushering you to come with.
I'm not there.
Well, you're still in the same room. You just walked off to where Louise is.
Okay.
So if you turned around right now, you would see Hope going, "Come on, we need to get out of here."
I'm gonna chop off Louise's arm.
You're obsessed!
I have a tourniquet ready.
This is all you want to do is chop off someone's arm.
It's horror. It's also tourniquet ready to go.
Yeah, you haven't put it on, but it's ready to go.
I feel like you've taken way too much pleasure in
No, it's not. Like I've been wanting to do it. Like, okay, so like, look, listen.
I've always wanted to chop someone's arm off. I've always wanted to chop someone's arm off.
It's horror. No, but like, okay, so I have been very trying to get the tourniquet on right up to the top while everyone's been doing this, because I'm
trying desperately not to touch.
Yeah, not to touch the thing.
I feel like you should roll for that, baby.
Well,
I'm
let's do it
rolling
all
now.
as one big thing.
Okay.
Come on. Oh.
Oh God, Liv, the 6 is there.
The 6 is there.
The 6 is there. It's outside the box, but we'll let you have that.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. 1 6.
1 6, not 2.
That's alright.
You stand to lose a single one. Up to you. Although you don't have a thing to burn. So.
No, I can't burn my. Okay.
So the way that works is, you're gonna say, I want to have my moment of hope. You're gonna try and make it happen, and we will roll the dice just like usual. But in that case, if you succeed, you will get a hope die. This is yours and yours only for the rest of the game. You can never lose it, and you will always be able to roll it on top of your non-dice.
That's
basically.
cool.
Which is very, very handy.
That'd be nice.
So we're going to leave the 1. The 1 is gone. You did get a single 6 though, so what happens?
Yeah, I think that the chopping of the arm off makes Louise wake up.
You think? It's a clean chop.
I succeeded, so I hope so. Yeah.
It's up to you. You effectively become the GM when you succeed.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I think she's lucky. Yeah, I think.
Right at the joint.
Yeah, right at the but like so there's like the top of the arm. There's a tourniquet there, and then she.
Clean through.
Yeah, beyond the tourniquet, and then she's gonna like.
Content warning.
Sorry, everyone.
Mild descriptive violence and horror.
Horror, gore, and then she's gonna. I'm assuming that the axe is crawling with the goop now.
That's up to you, isn't it?
Yeah, go on. If I get a quick clean swipe, then we'll have to get rid of the axe.
Yeah.
So she's going to use that to knock the arm away and throw the thing away, and then she's going to start wrapping up the arm. Like, okay, come on, let's go. Okay.
Yeah, you're like poking at the arm, trying to push it away, and it's like burning the axe as you push it. Like it's almost like to a point when it starts to really bubble. As you push, you're literally just pushing it into the arm rather than the arm going away. At that point, you just chop the handle, you throw it away, you start wrapping up the wound. We snap back to you two.
Hearing a scream.
And when Louise screams, Bay's eyes just burst wide open, and she starts screaming as well. And her jaw is like unhinging.
What is going on? Christ. Yeah, Georgie's gonna just grab Hope's arm and just run out of the door.
Which door? There's 2 doors. There's the one you came in. There's the one that Betty's standing in front of.
Oh, the one we came in.
You're gonna run back to the dormitories?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, really? Oh no. You're just running back? Oh no. Oh no.
Running back? I'm running away from the problem.
It's a 6. Quite a few 1s, but I've got no 6s.
Yeah,
You've got 3 1s there that you can re-roll if you would like to, but you do have a 6. You do have a 6.
That's a lot of 1s that we're losing though. Okay, I'll use my vice.
I mean, this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Describe it for the people at home, Ian.
Georgie is a thrill seeker.
He really is. He loves roller coasters.
Yep.
He loves
Bungee jumping.
Strange street meats.
Yeah.
You never know if you're going to get sick when you eat them.
Definitely strange street meats.
That's his nickname.
Yeah. Georgie street meats.
Yeah.
Skips. Yeah, Georgie, I think adrenaline is fueling this flight.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the thrill comes in.
Mm-hmm.
What a thrill.
Mm.
With silence and darkness in the night.
Yeah, exactly.
What a thrill. Oh.
Oh,
Would you like to?
hope is still in your heart.
Yes.
And Georgie's supreme.
Hey!
The thrill.
Oh
as
my
he
goodness.
rolls 2 more unnecessary 6s,
Yeah.
but keep all 3 of the dice. That's 3 6s.
That's great. That's great.
What happens, Meehan?
Okay, Georgie grabs Hope's arm.
Pushes her into Betty.
Georgie, no.
No, and I think he does a little like fake out to go towards Betty as if to be like, we're gonna try and get past you. And then he does a turn around and like runs back towards
he's
Georgie.
fast.
Yeah, I think as this is happening, like, Betty's jaw is literally pulling apart. And as this is happening, there is black goose
Oh no!
seeping out
That
of
ain't right!
out of her ears. There's a drip coming down like a tear from the corner of her eye.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And her arms, like, they started at her side, but they're just slowly starting to, like, do this almost. It's almost like their body is, like, shaking with some kind of strange energy inside
Is
of
it
it.
like that scene from X-Men 2 or X2, as it's also alternatively known, where Lady Night Stalker gets filled with the metal goo?
Yeah. What?
Have you not seen X2?
I've not seen X2. No, I'm sorry.
X-Men 2.
No, I've not seen X2.
I love that you colloquially referred to it as
It's
X2. I love that.
It's got Alan Cummings in it.
Okay.
Well, seeing as you haven't seen one of
Sorry,
the best
I'm
superhero films ever made.
I'm very uncultured.
Yeah. Not seen X2. Yeah, no. See, Georgie books it towards the way they came in.
Look at that perfect framing. Look at that.
No, it's good stuff. It's
Nailed
good,
it.
Good stuff. Good
Sorry.
stuff.
And just run as fast as you can
Okay, with hope.
with hope. Yeah.
You joining?
Doesn't know where Darcy is.
I think I must have seen them start to run away, right?
Mm-hmm.
I probably hear that screeching coming from in there, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I expected. And I think I'm going to like lift Louise up and start like getting them to like run with me, like I'm carrying them, like running with them, like come on.
Like a football.
Yeah. Yeah, their arms over. Like, I yeet them.
You
Well,
eat them.
I yeet them. Yeah, I have their arm over my shoulders, and I'm like encouraging them to hobble along, walk along.
Yeah, they're in like white panic. They're
Yeah.
just like eyes are bloodshot open. Pupils are like a half-inch wide.
Yeah.
You are just like giving them everything that you've got to try and get them out of the room. You are sprinting out with hope. You come back into the corridor. You know that the dormitories are a dead end, so I'm assuming you turn right instead.
where's right?
Left is dormitories, right you haven't been down yet.
Okay, yeah.
From what you know of the complex, you're going towards the centre of the base.
Yep.
Which is round about where the dig site is.
Okay, yep. Georgie's just running. He's just running where he knows there is somewhere to run.
Okay. You sprint round, you start to see more people.
Okay.
People who are in panic. There are strange things happening all over the place. People are getting flustered. They're getting scared. They are starting to whip up into a mass hysteria. You see people start to screech, their jaws unhinging in the crowd, and you burst past them.
Ooh.
And you break out into what is essentially like the main sort of lobby area, which joins up into most of the different areas of the base. As a scientist, your dormitory is near the laboratories, but there's dormitories all over the place. In the lobby, there is just chaos. Things have been crashed over. The lights are starting to fail. There's like steam blowing out of some of the vents where bits of electricals and things have sparked fires. There is like a hot, sweaty atmosphere where people are whipping up into a frenzy. Things are failing. And there is just a mass hysteria in the middle of this lobby. And you are there just trying to figure out what to do. what do you want to do?
I think Georgie's gonna like sort of panically like turn around and look for Darcy.
So this area is full of both people who are turning and okay.
It seems like everywhere is.
Okie dokie. Do we know of like an isolated space, or actually no, an escape pod? We're at the point there where we need an escape pod. I think.
So there's not really escape pods.
Okay.
There's a landing pad where you could technically hop on a ship to try and get out of this place. It is on the other side of the base, past the dig site.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to Louise. Hey, you good? You good?
They're just hyperventilating.
I slap them to try and. Sorry.
What are we doing?
We're gonna figure it out. Can you tell me how you felt when that thing was on your arm? Can you give me any kind of insight?
It was burning and it felt like it was seeping into my skin.
Okay. But it doesn't any more obviously. Sorry about that, by the way. Okay, so I think you're fine. You're gonna be fine.
My arm!
Yeah, but it's better than the alternative, okay, Louise? Okay? You're welcome. Okay.
Poor person.
I'm gonna be like, I hope and assume that Hope and Georgie are still fine. I'm gonna be like, Georgie!
Yeah, Georgie's looking around for
Georgie!
Darcy and hears this voice.
Georgie!
Can Georgie try and follow the voice to find Darcy?
Yeah, you kind of converge in the center of this like chaos, and you're looking around. You're trying to like plot point of exit. It looks like there's two ways you could run. One is just straight down the middle, like the largest corridor. A few people are running that way, but it's got the most space. It's the least cramped. But there's also a couple of corridors either side, which lead to two more areas of the facility. I think there's like a mess hall down to your left, from what you can remember. To your right is the security center, which is where most of the the sort of like guards and things like that are. From what you can tell, the guards do not have control of the situation, so you don't know if that's a very useful place to go to. But the main problem with those two exits are they're very, very claustrophobically tight because this base was built in a hurry. It's not a very big facility.
So we've reunited. Are we establishing it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Georgie sees. Oh God! Thank goodness you're all right. What happened here? And like gestures to Louise.
I did
Blood pouring.
Oh no, there's no. There shouldn't be any blood pouring because it's tourniqueted up and bandaged up.
You've effectively just like strung a belt round the arm, so it's not like it's not stopping all the blood. You haven't cauterized anything.
No, I know, but a tourniquet is, it's a thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be like, any doctors here? Anyone?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright then.
Oh.
Whoa! Mega sixes!
Nice.
3 6s, no ones. Liv, what happened?
3 6s, no ones.
Ooh, spooky. 3 6s.
All money, no whammies.
Woo! Several people put their hands up.
Yes! We're all doctors here!
There are doctors on this flight!
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. That's great.
Oh wait, you mean a medical doctor? Just Jim.
Gosh darn it. Okay, Jim. And,
Jim!
There's a man in like big square spectacles. He's got like a sort of wavy hair that's just sort of pushed to the side. He's a bit bedraggled, and he's like, "What's happening? What? Oh my god!" And he just sees the arm.
That's a tourniquet, right? That's a tourniquet I made, maybe.
God, this isn't gonna last. It's gonna get infected. We need to get to the med bay.
Fix it.
I can't fix it here. There's just like chaos around you. Someone starts screaming to your left. You pull yourselves into a new space. You hide behind one of the reception desks.
Well, going to the med bay, might not be a bad idea.
And then after that, we fly away. We fly
I
out.
don't know.
We fly out. We fly out.
If
Fine.
we can. If we can, sure.
Yeah, of course we can. It's fine. We'll be fine.
We don't have much of a choice, Hope says.
Sure. Well, let's get this sorted, and then we can fly. We can get out of here.
Jim, you're with us now.
Okay, but we really need to find some kind of medical station so I can actually see to this wound. It's
Right.
Okay.
really
Right.
Bad.
Yep, it is. Yep,
Where
yep.
is the mid-bay then, Jim?
There's a couple. There is one by the dig site. I know we're not supposed to go there, but there is one by the dig site.
Well, let's go there then. The closest one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Also, Tuesday for Ross, is he not hot enough to pay attention to? Yes, I think. Because I rolled 3 6s, yes.
Yeah. What does Jim look like?
Oh, he's.
Who does he look like?
Yeah, he's got that like just out of bed hair look.
Oh, we love it.
He's,
Stubble?
Yeah, he's got a bit of stubble.
Yeah.
Bronze
But artfully.
skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that, like, Darcy wouldn't have actually seen him if he were not, like, hot enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like, she,
Yeah.
it's just
the
like a
eyes
blank
just pass
spot.
over people.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's- oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh,
They've
nobody's
got
here.
they've got these rich mahogany eyes.
Oh, I love it. Well, Jim, the handsome doctor, and he's a doctor.
Oh, your mother would be proud.
Oh.
Who would like to lead the charge?
Well, Jim, because he knows where the bed
Well,
bay is.
Jim doesn't roll dice, so.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Georgie will.
You're fast.
Yeah, you're supporting.
Georgie is fast.
Georgie's
Yeah,
fast.
Georgie is fast. So he's going to be like, come on then.
No.
That's
Yeah.
sorry.
Again.
Sorry.
Move. Will she ever learn?
Nope.
It's Meehan. Ooh!
It's a 6.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just the one, but no ones. And that was a confusing sentence.
Yeah.
Hey.
No 6s from me. What happens, Meehan?
Yeah, so it's a success.
Rousing success.
Yeah, Jim sort of tells Georgie where to sort of pull him. Georgie's like pulling him along.
You pulled, Georgie.
And Jim's like, oh, there, around this corner. And then we make it to the dig site.
Yeah, so there's this big, like, imposing door, which you do not have clearance to usually open, but has been somehow burst open from the inside. There is, like, metal on the insides of the doors. It's like a double doorway that has been bent outwards as if something burst through. Could have been some kind of shockwave, maybe a vehicle of some kind, not that you know of any on this base, but something strong and heavy forced its way through the door. You're not sure if it was a force, an object, or a person. You hope it's not a person.
Georgie turns to Jim and says, so this med bay, is it through the dig site or?
Yeah, it's in the dig site, so we're gonna have to go through
Right.
that.
Right, okay.
You know who knows the dig site? I look at Hope. Our geologist friend here.
Yeah, I suppose I do know a fair bit about it, but I've never been on it. I've just had the sample sent to me. I don't know what's inside that thing.
Oh, no. Okay, well,
Don't look at me.
but...
Look, we don't have time. This wound is bad. Okay,
Yeah,
I know there's a
let's just
medbay in there.
go.
Let's just go.
Hope, we trust you. You can do this. Lead the way.
Jim leads the way and starts ducking under the door.
Jim, that's rude.
I'm the doctor from TV's hit
yeah.
show, Doctor Who. He starts.
Oh, I wish Doctor Who was here.
I don't.
They would help.
They start crawling underneath. Recently,
It's
start
the
crawling,
doctor, actually.
Start
Meehan.
crawling underneath and trying to find there's like those coloured lines that you see in like modern hospitals that sort of lead you to each section. There's always one that points to a med bay. They find it's like a sort of turquoise colour that leads you to the med bay. So you start following that along, and again, it's dark. Like the lights are faltering. A couple of the emergency lights, there's a green one, there's a red one for like exit doors and things like that, are just sort of every now and again as it passes around that loop, it will just flash a bit into the corridor that leads to the med bay. You can see there's a little bit of light glowing out from under the door. You can see the door to the medical bay in the dig site.
Okay. Well, let's go then.
Yep, let's go.
That's the mid bay.
Oh.
See, look.
Good job.
I didn't touch the box.
Good job, yeah, it's great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh God.
I have nothing to burn either.
That's 4 ones. So if you've got nothing to burn, then that's going to be the end of that scene.
Oh no.
Soz.
We're going to take away 2 candles.
Okie dokie.
Somebody in the chat asked, Clay Ballard, we can't have candles in this studio because it'll set off the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Which is very fun.
They didn't trust us.
Whoa!
That was really good.
Let's see the
Great.
So
replay.
we're crumpling up paper candles instead. They look like this. They're very cute.
Hey,
There are currently 4 remaining.
Okie dokie. Okay. Oh no, we are at a disadvantage.
It's cool, isn't it? The power shifts over the
Yeah.
story. You start walking towards the mid bay, and like there is just this.
We're not gonna do truths.
I am. I'm just gonna.
Sorry,
I'm just
sorry.
Just gonna tell you what happened. All right. Start walking towards the mid bay, and there's this ominous sort of like dripping sound. It's coming from behind the door, and Jim is like. This is strange, but we need to get in there. And just in a moment of assuredness, maybe one that he got from his sort of bedside manner training. Like sometimes you have to look confident, even when you're not. He steps forward, puts his hand on the door, and he opens it up, and out comes flooding black liquid, pouring over his feet. He starts to scream. He stumbles backwards and falls on his ass directly into the liquid.
Oh no, not Jim the doctor.
Jim the handsome doctor.
No, it's embarrassing.
These things are true. The world is dark.
The world is
It
dark.
was every single one of us has been splashed by the goop.
Wow. Wow, Liv.
It was like a flood.
Wow, Liv.
Well, I didn't say we were like consumed in it, but come on.
Okay. You've just upped the stakes so greatly in just one moment.
Only 4 dice left, isn't it?
I
I mean, to varying degrees, we've been splashed by it, but like maybe you've just got like a. Boop.
Louise tumbles to the floor.
Oh, come on.
And
We are alive.
that's how I count to 4 because my fingers are very linked.
Yeah, good.
I can't do that.
No, yeah, same.
Okay, so we find ourselves in a bad situation. You've all got at the very least a few splashes of the black liquid on you. And the panic starts to set in. I think Louise feels like they're just giving up. Like they're probably have lost a bit of blood. They're feeling like very, very low on energy, and they do just sort of drop to their knees, like you said. And they almost fall face first before Hope just sort of grabs their collar and pulls them back up. And she's heavy breathing, just saying, We need to find out what to do about this stuff because it's on us all now. Okay, so just forget about the ship. We need to find out what this thing is so that we can stop it because I don't want to turn into one of them.
Georgie.
She says in the accent that I originally had for her.
Yes,
Georgie looks at her and says, I don't know what it is. No one does. I'm a scientist. We've been working here for weeks, but no one knows what this stuff is. And the only answers we might find are down in there. And he points towards the dig site.
Like a scar in the moon's surface, you see through the thick bay windows down into the site, and you can't make out what lies in the centre, but there is a black mass sat at the centre where for some reason, people in suits are still working on it.
People down there.
There's people down there.
Okay.
People who work here. People that you've seen in the mid-bay in their full spacesuits excavating. Like they have no idea what's going on.
We've got to get down there. Okay. Okay.
Georgie, wait, so this is outside. Okay, so...
You're looking for a window at this.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I said, don't they know what's going on? Don't they know what's happening? Can't they heat? I suppose not. There's no communication.
What, do we know if like the alarms would have extended out to the excavation site?
Well, so sound wouldn't travel through
Okay.
an atmosphereless place, right?
No.
So
But it's still connected to the base, right? So
Well, usually. Or at least that's what we assume.
yeah, that's what I'm wondering is.
problem is you've never been to this place, so you don't know how it works.
No. Well, Georgie looks for like a station that would be like by an exit to the dig site where there might be some spacesuits.
So again, straight down the center, there's like this central corridor that people lead down, and it's security door after security door. Again, they've been broken open by something. And as you sort of like round the corner get away from the flood, you have no idea what happened to Jim. He's gone completely under the liquid. You're around the
Okay,
corner,
F's in chat
running.
F and Jim.
for Jim, the handsome doctor.
You try and see like the route, and you can see there is like a little airlock with like where the suits you would assume would be down this corridor. And again, there is just dripping noises. It's almost like it's flooding in here.
Yeah, Georgie's gonna go down to the corridor. No.
Is Louise coming with you? Have you dragged them off of the floor? I mean, Hope was holding them.
Yeah,
Presumably
I'm
hope.
dragging them along.
Yeah.
It's too late now, man.
It's not a good start.
It's a one there, and
There's
you know
one
you're
there.
out of stuff.
You need to have your hopeful moment.
Yeah. I can't roll any because I'm
Nothing.
not.
All right.
No. I can't. I don't have a choice.
Not
Oh
bad.
dear.
Not bad. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh
That's not
dear.
great.
2 candles remain.
Mm.
Again, for anyone who tuned in late, we're doing 2 candles at a time because we only have 2 hours. But you start to rush down. Hope is trying to pull Eve from the floor, but it's almost like they've stuck to it. And the liquid, as you try and swipe it off you, it feels viscous and sticky, and it's burning. It burns your skin. It feels like you've got, not aggressive, but sort of low pH acid on it, or high pH, I guess. And you're desperately trying to get rid of it. You're trying to pick Louise off the floor, but they're just giving up, and they are just dead weight in your arms. They just fall to the ground and just get consumed. You see Jim's hand start to pierce through the surface of the liquid, covered in the black, and just starts dragging itself through the liquid. And then as Jim's face pulls up through the surface of this flooding black liquid, almost like a water pipe has burst, you just see his completely white eyes set in a almost skeletal visage of what a human face should look like, but it doesn't quite. And you just run. The two of you and Hope just sprint round the corner, just hoping for the best, hoping that you can find some kind of way to get out to the dig site where it seems like they're safe. These things are true.
The world is
The
dark.
world is dark.
The world's dark.
And we
We
are
are
alive.
alive.
We're alive.
No truths.
No truth for this one. Again, I'm shortening them, but don't worry about it. You sprint down the corridor, you find your way to the airlock, and your prayers have been answered. There you find spacesuits, suits that will keep you safe on the surface of the moon.
Can I say also there is a communications module there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like a computer thing.
I'm gonna say there's terminals throughout, which people use to call other areas of the base. Would you like to have your moment of hope?
I would like to.
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes. So Georgie is gonna go. Just wait a second
Okay.
before you do anything else.
I'm gonna pull Hope aside as you do that, but you do your thing first.
All right.
I'm just gonna say that
Those
my
two
moment.
start smooching.
No, I'm just
Ew.
gonna. I think my moment of hope is going to happen as well because I was planning on that. So you do your moment of hope, and then I'll do mine.
Right. Georgie, big sigh, selects the option on the screen for outward calls, and then types in the number he's got, which is 3-4.
333.
It's like Lost.
Yeah. And then lets it ring.
It goes to voicemail.
And Georgie's like, all right, Chuck, it's me, Dad. I just wanted to check how you doing. I hope the job interview did well. I really know you wanted that job. I really hope you get it.
You feel yourself sort of choking.
Tell Danny, that make sure he's been doing his washing, because I know he probably hasn't. And I love both of you very much. Never forget that. Bye now. I'll talk to you again soon. Don't worry.
Your hand shaking as you press the end call button. Roll your dice. Do you know what? For the sake of narrative, I'm going to say that if you fail this, it's fine. You're just looking for a 6. Oh, that's close, but no cigar. There's the, unfortunately, the beep, beep, beep goes out. You don't know if that message sent or not.
I think Georgie slammed the side of the communication
Damn it!
unit. He doesn't say anything, he just does that and then just...
I can see why maybe you do the moment of hope a little bit before you have 2 dice.
Yeah. The earlier you do it, the better chances there are.
It wasn't really a great time.
No.
Kind of lifts off and just looks at the others to see if they're ready to go.
And what are the others doing, Liv?
I just think that she just pulls Hope aside, and it's just she's like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Hope. Look, I think that you're pretty cool. I think that you're pretty great. I am not good at getting close to people, but I've kind of admired you from afar. Not in a weird way, kind of in a weird, no.
It sounded a little bit weird.
It did, yeah, it did a little bit.
It's okay.
Thanks. Just, it doesn't have to mean anything, but I think that in what may be our last few hours or minutes, I wouldn't mind if, you could just hold my hand. Or I could hold yours, or, just so, if you'd like.
Right, dice.
Oh no, she's gonna get rejected.
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 Oh!
It was on a 6 for a little while.
So close.
It was on a 6 for a little while.
I think that's recompense for all the corpses you turned back into zombies from our Resident Evil.
How
Let's Play.
dare you? Check that out on the channel now.
Watch it.
I think you go to hold out your hand and hope does as well, and you realise that her hand is starting
Covered in
to
the goop.
turn.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, maybe,
Revive
correct
him.
me if I'm wrong, but I think you just hold it anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's nice.
It's not very hopeful, but you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
So do you start suiting up?
Yeah.
Start getting suited and booted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the dice wheels. They're golden and
know.
shiny.
Can't. Failed.
Yeah, it's probably too late to use them anyway.
yeah.
Although every die counts at this point. And also crumple up your moments of hope and throw them away.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because we haven't talked about this yet, but you've got your brinks at the bottom.
Yes, we do.
Your
It's
brink.
a moment of hope, a moment with hope.
Oh!
Come on, baby.
Oh!
Come on! I mean, come on! Look at it!
And the rules of the game.
It literally went in the camera.
Got my shiny math rock.
It's stuck in the teleprompter. Okay,
Right.
you can use that in every roll.
Thank you.
And even if you roll a 1 on it, it will still come back to you. Because you never lose hope.
She's right here.
Well, she might go.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you suit up.
See you in a bit.
If you would like to, you can now exit the airlock onto the surface and into the dig site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Is there like a little rover?
Probably not on the dig site because
Nah.
it's surrounded by building.
Okay, fine.
Wouldn't really be anywhere to go on it.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll your hope die? Would you like to lead the charge out with the...
Yeah,
I
okay.
think you
Is it just
should.
the one?
Will you roll it with the dice?
As the only one who has a hope die. Hey.
Oh!
And your hope dice are 1.
And it comes
You
back
roll a
to
1 on
me.
your hope die. Unfortunately, I now roll my 8 dice.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 6 there. Oh, it's just one.
Just 1. We're all right.
I accidentally turned that into
Okay,
a 6,
okay.
it's not a 6. I never actually roll many 6s when I'm the GM in this game. What happens? You open the doors.
We open the doors. And I think that, yeah, I think that, I'm really, I want to roll again. I think that, as we head through, that there is I think there's like an airlock thing, that, you have to kind of like, I think there's like a decontamination thing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. You've decontaminated, and the doors slide open. What do you see?
Does the decontamination do anything to our goop?
It's less decontamination. It's probably more. Do you mean that there's like a shower thing? Yeah, I was thinking decompression. So.
Okay, decompression, okay, cool.
I don't know what happens. I mean, the goop is inside the suit. Is the problem?
Oh yeah, suit goop.
In a suit goop.
Yeah,
Suit goop.
Woo!
Black stuff crawling
on
up
your
my
skin
arm
and
is suit goop.
Woo!
Ah!
Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna. We head in, and I think that we're able to just kind of like we walk up to somebody, and we're able to be like, hey, do you know what's going on back there? We're from the main base. Can you help us? And we're able to talk to someone. Someone notices us.
Yeah, so I think you walk up and there's probably about 8 people. They're all wearing, you can notice like the gold and yellow strip down their arm, which means that they're sort of very, very high security level. They're like in charge. And they're just slowly like chipping away at this strange black mass in the center. And as you finally get to see it, some of the sort of floodlights on the corners of the dig site start to shine off of the metal. And you notice these weird, like, crystalline structures. There's like this strange kind of like waving patterns across it. It's almost like a language that you've never seen before, just all the way up into this, it's almost like a sarcophagus. It's just this huge black structure, as if it were made from onyx. It's just like the deepest black with like a reflective surface on top. and you can see they're just chipping away at the rocks, trying to excavate it, and their movements are quite slow because of the gravity. And you sort of like, you hit them on the shoulder to try and get their attention. You turn on like the mic to try and communicate with them. As you look down, you can see the black goop just sort of crawling up your shoulder, and you try to ignore it. And they just sort of turn their head very, very slowly. And you want to roll to see what happens next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey!
I love that dice.
Oh, well, okay. So you have succeeded. Hold on, let me just see if I take it right. Because that'll decide a few things. Only one.
Only one.
I'm so bad at rolling.
Because the only one.
There can only be one. So, you both have your brink exposed. Okay?
Ooh.
Okay, try not to show each other. These are terrible things that you are capable of when you're in a very, very bad situation. If you ever want to use them, you don't burn your brink, because it is literally the worst you can get. You can use it as many times as you want. You can use it to reroll your wands. But after using your brink, if you still have not succeeded, you then burn it or tear it up, and that thing comes out of you. Like the worst possible iteration of yourself. You become almost monstrous. And it's all themed around based on what the person has seen you do. So if you want, you can reroll, but obviously you need to get a 6 to... But you've already got a 6, so...
Yeah, I'll have to leave it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I might be misremembering those rules, so I haven't used brinks in a while, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll take that out. That goes back to you.
Thank you.
There is a single die remaining in the centre for the both of you. What happens?
They turn to look at us very slowly, and initially we think, uh-oh, are they the things? That they be the things the whole time? But no, it's just the gravity. Right?
Of what?
It's just the gravity making them move slowly.
Oh, yes. They're like...
Whoa.
Hello.
And so there's like a moment of relief where we're like, oh my goodness, these people might be able to help us. But I think they look down and I think that they see the black goop.
Yeah, I think it's starting to pour out of like, you know, systems in your suit. It's like plugging the holes to keep the oxygen in, but it's still spreading across you.
Yeah, I think Darcy and probably Georgie like look at them and look at the goop on them and kind of look at each other, and they're just like, just, you know, if you can do anything you can for them back there, I think that would be pretty good.
Yeah, Georgie says, look. None of us work out here. We're all inside. We don't know what this stuff is, and it won't come off us. And it's doing things. It's turning people into something else. You need to help us. You need to tell us what it is and how to get it off. Please. Oh, wow.
Come on, man, you can
This
do
is
it.
sad.
Come on, man,
Sad
you can do
little
it.
guy.
You can
It's
do it.
tragic horror.
It's
You
tragic.
can do it, man.
Whoa!
Ah!
You've attacked Liv's hope, but unfortunately it's a 5. I mean,
No,
just for posterity. A single 6 again,
Wow.
I'm terrible.
I can't burn this, right?
I can't remember how brinks work, and
Okay.
it is 3 minutes to 5, so let's say no.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
You walk up to them, you sign the signal to try and hail them, you give them this desperate plea, and as you talk, you can see that they're scanning your suits and their eyes are widening and they start scrambling backwards. And they reach for their mic, but it's not working, and they just start waving their arms as fast as they can in the low moon gravity, and you start to feel a pull. Like your body's being pulled in a direction. And as you look down inside your suit, you can see that most of your body has been consumed by the black. your hands, all three of you, Hope included, just start to reach out towards the sarcophagus in the center of the dig site. And the guy in the suit, you can't hear him, but you can see he's screaming at you. He's like, you can make out the word stop. He's like desperately trying to pull at you, but he doesn't want to touch you. He's trying to use his tools to drag you away. But you're just overcome with this strange strength as you place your hands onto the black rock and a light starts emitting from your fingertips. This brilliant white light. As if the black liquid had consumed the very sun itself and started pouring it out of your skin. And it starts to spread across the sarcophagus as all of those strange swerving markings start to light up one by one, forming this brilliant pillar. And it bursts open in the center, and something great and terrible emerges. Thank you very much for watching this Let's Play of 10 Candles here on Dicebreaker.
We destroyed the universe.
What?
You didn't have much of a choice.
I fight it.
Hold on, let me see its roll.
No sixes.
No sixes.
No
I'm
sixes.
awful. It's a good thing I'm not playing.
It just kind of trips and
Yeah.
it falls. It's full of but it's still.
I'm really embarrassed myself.
It dies, but it does crush us all. So,
Yeah. Dad,
What a
says
goof.
Angel Beat.
What a goof.
What a goof. Thank you very much for watching this Let's Play of 10 Candles. This was a very truncated version. There's a few things that we skipped out. Obviously, we don't have the actual candles, which genuinely add a whole new element to this game. Because here's the fun thing about candles. If they go out, they go out.
Yeah.
So if you accidentally blow a candle out, you lose that die. Yeah, and it just fills the room with tension.
That's
Also, when you lose the
spooky.
game, you're supposed to be completely in the dark. Which is amazing.
That's super cool.
There's also a thing about radio messages. What was your brink?
My brink that was written by you was
Yes.
they've seen you abandon those you love. So I was thinking that I would probably have to abandon Georgie and Hope if that did come about. So
Not hope though.
Georgie and Hope, I said.
But don't abandon hope. Just abandon hope.
Oh, yeah.
My brink was, I've seen you carelessly manipulate others.
Oh. And the brink for them themselves. So this is the thing that we didn't talk about, but one of the brinks is the GMs, which is written by the person to the left. I've seen them, and this is written by me, and rising from the ground in an inky mass, spreading across the surface like acrid black paint.
Ooh, that's really well written. Oh my goodness. It's like you're a writer or something.
Really?
If you want to see what Meehan does, right, you can go to dicebreaker.com.
You can indeed. Dicebreaker.com, there's loads of stuff on there, including a whole list of spooky RPGs that you can play that Meehan has written.
Yeah.
I've written a separate list, and there's only one game that crosses over between them that is coming out on the channel this week. So there are loads of fantastic spooky RPGs that you can try out for yourself.
Yeah.
If you would like to give them a look.
There's also a guide on the website right now for if you wanted to run a specifically spooky D&D RPG campaign.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
There's also a list of the best horror board games.
Whoa!
There's
And we
plenty
did
of
one of those on the
spooky-
channel as well.
Yeah, there's
It's
so much spooky content.
spooktastic. You know we love spooks here at Dicebreaker, so
We
it's
really
fun to
do.
play 10 Candles. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry that it ended up crossing over with everyone else's streams. I think Ox are playing PT right now.
Yeah,
That's why we lost about half our audience when 5 o'clock went.
Yeah, Ox
yeah.
Venture have been streaming every day for Hello Stream.
Yeah.
So that's
Do
to
be
be
like that.
expected. Usually we don't have to contend with.
Yeah, we
Venture.
normally stream it too to avoid crossing over with the other channels.
Yeah,
but
but
we had a
hopefully-
lot going on today.
Yeah,
so
we did.
Hopefully people who did go over to those streams come back to finish this video at
Yeah,
least.
just come and watch the VOD. I know you're literally not watching right now, but watch the VOD because this
Yeah,
is.
why
I
not?
think this is a very, very fun campaign.
Yeah, I think it was
that we
really good.
played
I think
with
you did
this
a really
sort of
good job, actually. That's
Yeah,
really
very much.
amazing. Yeah.
And it's something different
It's very different.
from other stuff.
Okay.
It's different from the things that it is different from. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to get notified whenever you put new video.
What are you wearing, Liv?
Who are you wearing? I'm wearing
Who are you
I'm wearing Dicebreaker, actually. It's
Yeah,
Grab
this
some Dicebreaker merch from the link in the description below.
which you
Thank
can't
Ian.
see because of the box.
it's a perfect piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Two
For the
absolute
spooky
perfect.
season.
I didn't reference this at all as well, but Liv is also wearing a vampire cape.
Yeah.
We're
Dicebreaker.
not,
No,
we're not selling the cape.
No,
No.
unfortunately not. I'm hoping that we can add it into the line, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna start ending the stream. Can
Okay,
you say
cool.
your goodbyes?
Yeah.
Also,
Say
ready
your
the
final
button.
goodbyes. Can you
Your
get out that way?
final goodbyes.
Can you get out that way? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool. Hi. Cool. So you can go to the description. There'll be like links for merch and whatnot. You can join what were you gonna say?
Yeah, you can join our membership program, Dicebreaker
Dicebreaker
Plus.
You can sign up for all sorts of exclusive videos and emails that you can use in chat like right now, if you wanted to. Yeah.
We've got a Dead by Daylight playthrough on there, and potentially other spooky videos
Potentially
coming.
other spooky videos could be on their way.
Otherwise, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween indeed. All right, yeah. We'll say goodbye. All right, thanks everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.